Hey guys, this is Ackley SamAttack4427 here with another special video for all of you guys, and yeah, quite interesting enough is of course another video that I want to do, talking about my memories on of course one video project, or of course one of my shows on my YouTube channel, and boy, I guess it has been big of a theme for of course this past weekend for sure, but who can necessarily blame me for the heck? I'm doing my best to get out as much as I can for, of course, these videos for sure. And don't worry, I think I do have maybe about 2 or 3 more of these that I'll get out later on very soon. But yeah, I guess I kind of figure for today's video overhand, but now I think it makes sense that I will go ahead and talk about another show of mine that's been on my YouTube channel for quite some time now that I am extremely proud of for doing, and even to this day I kept on going with it for the past 6 to 7 years for sure. So yeah, and of course, if you couldn't recall from, of course, where I'm going at with, of course, this one, I think I might as well go ahead and say right now for today's video, I think it makes sense that I will go ahead and talk about the my time and my memories working on a really nice pickup series that I've actually done on this show, which is, of course, WTPU, aka What the Pickup. So yeah. I guess for what it is, I think that Sega show, I have to say, is of course really well worth it for me, and well, I guess I might as well talk about my time with, of course, making this show, and how well I've actually grown the show for quite some time now, ever since I first premiered it pretty much a long time ago entirely. So yeah, I guess that's kind of figure out what we're gonna do for today's video but now. So yeah, I guess pretty much if anything, pretty much what prompted me to, of course, make this Sega show for sure is the heck, pretty much when I first started off making videos on YouTube with, of course, my original channel, I did have, of course, a few shows that I wanted to do, stepping aside from, of course, pretty much Thomas and Friends Island of Sordor Adventures, the heck I was already working on during the time I first started getting that going, and those said shows that I have to say is, of course, pretty much The Adventures of Reggie, which would have been a start to, of course, yeah, pretty much would have kickstarted that Sega show with, of course, it's a movie that I did, The Curse of the Princess Monster, which I did showcase in its own video that I posted a few years ago, back in 2018, so, you know, yeah, back in 2018, so if, probably, I guess, definitely go check out the Sega video for a little bit more context for sure, as well as, of course, 2 other additional shows that I have to say, which are The Public Pool, which never actually came out and about, and of course one show that I've wanted to do, which was, of course, Model Trains Model Reviews, and I think to best describe Model Trains Model Reviews, pretty much all it is, of course, it would have been a really nice review show entirely, where, of course, I've, of course, spun yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the character I came up with, but I do know he is, of course, pretty much spawned on some really nice pretty much some nice clothing and stuff to make him look like a nice railroad worker. Oh yeah, I think I remember is, of course, yeah, the character's name would have been called Model Railroading Guy, which would have been, of course, pretty much, I would have taken inspiration from, of course, plenty of train enthusiasts, as well as, of course, some model railroad collectors for sure, just to make it a really nice character for sure, and pretty much what it should have been entirely is, of course, I would dog upon that said character for sure, and actually talk about a good number of model trains that I would talk about in that said pretty much show that sadly never happened. You know the ones I'm talking about, ranging from the ones from Bachman, Hornby, Lionel, and and plenty more that I want to do for some time, but I knew right away that sadly never went anywhere, to be honest, because, yeah, I have been quite busy with, of course, trying my best to get out Thomas and Friends Island of Sword Adventures, as well as, of course, plenty other video projects that I wanted to do, and not to mention had to restructure and redo everything from scratch, since after my original account was terminated back in mid-January of 2013 with, of course, this account that I'm currently using to this day, just to get myself back into the full mint and, of course, do some massive restructuring and stuff. But needless to say, I still think, I guess if anything, it was well worth the try regardless, and I just need to get some really nice footing to, of course, get where I need to be for sure, So yeah, but of course, it won't be until sometime later when, of course, pretty much of anything, I think what prompted me to, of course, start making that series, I think it actually, I've actually been seeing some pickup videos and some collecting videos from 3 YouTube channels that I've actually gotten into for quite some time. Yeah, pretty much during that time around the early to mid 2010s for sure, which are of course the Sprite Lovers, Grimsy42, and Mr. Syntastic Presents for sure, and yeah, I guess if anything, after seeing those, I think it did prompt me to, of course, try my hand at, of course, actually doing my own pickup show for sure, and yeah, pretty much if anything, I took everything from, of course, what I was going to do originally with, of course, Model Trains Model Reviews, and I decided to restructure it, pretty much rebrand it, and of course rename it into the now current show that I've got out for some time, which was, of course, WTPU, aka What the Pickup. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much what prompted me to, of course, come up with the title WTPU, aka What the Pickup, pretty much if anything, I think you do know the acronyms were, of course, plenty of stuff they put out online, like, of course, STFU or LOL, and yeah, plenty of others that I could say right about now, and let's not forget to mention when I did my video talking about my memories making family movie collaboration that, of course, when I took up a lot of inspiration from the Nostalgia Critic to make that Sega review show that I mentioned in its own video that I posted some time ago, I think he did originally had a segment on his show, which was, of course, entitled, pretty much entitled WTR, aka Was That Real? So yeah, pretty much of anything, I've actually decided to take a pretty much for the title of that Sega, pretty much for WTPU, I may have actually took up a bit from, of course, the Nostalgia Critics Was That Real segment that he did, and actually came up with the pretty much a really nice acronym for, of course, for What the Pickup, which is, of course, WTPU. Yeah, it's pretty much what I've actually came up with right on the spot for sure, so but hey, needless to say, I do think it is actually a really clever title that I came up with for sure, and yeah, pretty much what I've decided to sell along is, of course, I would actually do it as a really nice pickup series for, of course, my channel, and pretty much, if anything, I would, of course, talk about some new items that would actually get into my hands for sure, as well as, of course, go over some items that I've been collecting for some time, so yeah, pretty much if anything, I've pretty much decided to sell along that said show and what I will be talking about, and if anything, I will, of course, improvise everything on camera for sure, sort of similar to what I did originally with, of course, my early convention vlogs that I would do, and of course, I did carry that over for other later video projects that I've actually done, like, of course, pretty much on my thoughts videos, and of course, pretty much another show that I've put together that is almost kind of similar to what the pickup, but more on the lines of my cosplays, which is of course CGS, aka Cosplayer's Guide to Success, which I did already talk about in the previous video that I posted right around yesterday for sure. So yeah, that's of course what prompted me to of course actually make the headset show entirely, and of course, if anything, the very first time I've actually pretty much decided to get that going officially is, of course, pretty much around the time I have, of course, returned home from my time at Anime Boston back in 2016, when, of course, I've actually got a really nice Tomy Pluriel version of Gorgon from Thomas the Tank Engine that I did get to replace my original one for sure, since it's probably a dead toy right about in house. So I guess since after all that, it did prompt me to, of course, actually kickstart that said show with, of course, the Tomy Pluriel Gorgon as, of course, pretty much the very first episode that I've put out, and yeah, I think I did posted the first episode back right around late March of 2016 for sure, and again, it was around the same time I got back from my time at Anime Boston of that said year for sure. So yeah, I decided to actually give that a go for sure, and of course, I did manage to film the whole thing, edit the whole thing together with, of course, plenty of royalty-free music done by Kevin McLeod that actually did turn out really good, and really does fit in well to, of course, yeah, and of course, it's not just Kevin McLeod, but also obtained one of the music tracks from the YouTube audio library, and of course, pretty much, if anything, since after that, and when I've actually first posted the first episode online, my god, the reactions I got right around afterwards, I'm not gonna lie, is actually really well worth it in the end. So yeah, I guess if anything, I've actually got a really strong positive reaction around the time I put out the first episode of my What the Pickup series for some time, and yeah, even when I actually mentioned the Sprite Lovers, Grimsy42, and Mr. Syntactic Presents were my main inspirations to, of course, make that said show. That I should mention right about now, Grimsy42 actually did commenting on that said first episode that I did, and he actually did say that it is a really good start to a really fantastic series that I've put out for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the first episode that I've put out turned out to be a really big hit for sure, and especially seeing how currently, as of right now, that episode has already made it past the 5-digit mark in terms of views for sure. So yeah, and I guess I knew since after the first episode was first popped up, and the reactions to it was actually pretty positive. Yeah, I think I knew for sure that based on the reactions, I knew a lot of people seemed to have really enjoyed it, and they pretty much wanted to see more. So of course I actually did prompt it to make another one, and another one, and another one, and of course you pretty much know the drill for sure, and yeah, I guess if anything, the first 6 episodes that I did back in 2016 for sure, yeah, that actually is a really good start for me to actually start making that show for sure. So yeah, I know for sure that I wish I could do way more episodes than what I had for sure, just to get things going for sure. But needless to say, the first 6 episodes that I did, plus the follow-up I did to episode 5 that I did, talking about my Welcome to Cape May gift from Trainboy54, yeah, I still think it's actually a really good start for me to get going for sure. But it wouldn't be until right around 2017 for sure when I start up season 2 for sure, when of course I decide to talk about the Thomas at the Ricky Bridge suspension bridge saga that I bought off of Amazon, and And yeah, pretty much from, of course, from there, I won't lie, I'm actually really proud of that episode for sure. Technically, I think I knew for sure that it was, of course, probably one of my favorite episodes that I've actually done for sure, and even to this day, it still is entirely, mainly because I've actually decided to step it up a notch with, of course, my show, since after the first season actually did well for sure, and I wanted to try my hand at, of course, getting out season 2 for sure, and yeah, I still think that episode was really well worth it in the end, and it was really great fun talking about that set that, believe it or not, I still held on to even to this day. That's how proud I am for doing that for sure. So yeah, and of course right around afterwards, I pretty much took several months off from making more episodes on that, because I was focused way too much on my personal life, and probably posting not much videos for quite some time now for sure, and yeah, you can pretty much get the drill on the hang, but of course, pretty much, if anything, I did actually do a good chunk of episodes right around late 2017 for sure, just to wrap up season 2 for sure. So yeah, but it wouldn't be until 2018 for sure where things for that Sega show got really big for sure. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. All throughout 2018, when I first put out season 3 of that Sega show, I guess if anything, I've actually done way more episodes of that Sega show for sure, and yeah, I still think it's actually really well worth it in the end, and I'm still really glad I got to do it. Like, of course, I did tackle upon, of course, the stuff I got from conventions that I've decided to now make it as a really nice tradition right around after I put up pretty much anything revolving around my convention vlogs and highlights series, So yeah, and of course I did talk about a good number of collections that I currently got for sure, as well as get some new items in addition to that, and I even tackle upon, of course, pretty much my DVDs and Blu-rays for sure, and I think I pretty much may or may not have actually delved into something to revolving around my birthday for sure, but yeah, it was actually well worth it, but probably I think the real kicker to that Sega show, which has now become a bit of a tradition that I would normally end a season on, would definitely be the good amount of Christmas presents that I would get each year for sure. So yeah, I guess since after the massive amount of episodes I put out during season 3 for sure, I knew I've actually put myself into the right spot for that Sega show for sure, and luckily I've actually kept that going for some time with season 4, which, yeah, around that time I actually did put out well over 50 episodes during that time for sure, so yeah, it was actually really well worth it in the end for sure, So yeah, I guess if anything, since after I picked up a really good amount of time working on season 3 of that show, I did carry that over just for a little bit with season 4 right around a year later. So yeah, and of course right around 2020 for sure, I was of course in the right spot to get to where I need to be with of course season 5 of course that said show. But of course, since after episode 60 that I did, sadly I never actually made any new episodes for quite some time, mainly due for the fact that pretty much if anything, the COVID-19 pandemic is of course what stopped me from making any more episodes entirely, But of course, if anything, pretty much it wouldn't be until right around later on that month that I decided to, or later on that year that I've decided to actually keep on going with, of course, that show for sure, and of course, if anything, probably the most ambitious one that I've done would definitely be, of course, my pretty much episode 61 that I take on, of course, that said show, which is of course on the Happiness Charge Pretty Cure toys that I got, with of course a bit of help from my girlfriend Casamelli, that also decided to be a part of that SAG episode for sure. So yeah, to which, yeah, by the way, I still have those in my possession for some time, and I do hope to hopefully make use of them if I do decide to get my gender bend Cure Lovely cosplay underway for sure. So yeah, may take time, but I will eventually get there for sure. But yeah, I guess in the meantime, while I was waiting on my girlfriend to sending her footage on what she thought about those toys for sure, and especially since I already got out of course, filming that SAG episode, I've decided to keep it going for quite some time while I'm waiting, actually filming, editing, playing more episodes of WTPU for myself, and actually leave those on the side for sure until I could eventually officially put them out to the public for sure. So yeah, and of course, luckily enough, that did pay off massively well, because my girlfriend was of course lucky enough to send in her footage to me after about a year since after I first started working on episode 61 for sure, and I did make sure to get that out, as well as finish up the entirety of season 5 around 2021 for sure, or should I say right around August of 2021 for sure. So yeah, I think I knew for sure that it was of course a really slow one to get to right about now, but I knew right away that once I officially decided that pretty much around the time I filmed the remaining episodes to season 5 of that show, I also filmed and edited a really good amount of episodes for season 6 that I was hoping to release right around 2021 last year, and I knew since after I finished up season 5 entirely, I've got a lot of catching up to do for sure. So yeah, pretty much if anything from September of 2021 all the way until of course December of that year for sure, it was of course a really pretty much a short one for sure, because I've got a lot of catching up to do with that show for sure. But needless to say, season 6 actually did turn out massively well, and I'm really glad I finally got it out for sure. And yeah, it was actually really well worth it in the end for sure. And yeah, now that it did manage to finish up catch-up mode for sure, I knew right away that I need to get the show back onto its feet for sure, and pretty much put out a new episode every single month for the entire year. And thankfully, with the current season that I'm currently putting out right now, which is of course season 7, that actually did help out a ton for sure, because yeah, it was not only a really great season for me to put out for sure, getting to talk about all the stuff that I wanted to talk about, both pretty much the items I've been collecting and some new items that I've actually got for sure. Yeah, needless to say, it was also a milestone of a season for sure, because yeah, it has already surpassed well over 100 episodes for sure, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am really proud to say that I'm really glad it made it that far for sure. I mean, I didn't expect it to actually make it past 100 episodes for sure, but I knew right away that since after it made it past that milestone, I knew for sure on how much the show, I knew for sure that the show itself has actually grown and evolved since after I first premiered it for sure. And even to this day, especially seeing of how since after it made that massive milestone for sure, I'm still really glad on how well it turned out, and I'm still really excited to see on what other direction I'm going to be going for sure. So, and I know it's saying a whole lot, because I know in 2026 it'll be it'll soon be 10 years since after I first premiered that Sega show. So, but I'm still really excited to see on how it's gonna go down for sure, and how much I've actually made the show grow and evolve entirely since after I first premiered it, and thankfully it's actually what I plan to do for sure. So yeah, I think I knew for sure that it's actually it is a lot of hard work, yes, to of course put out one episode for sure, or should I say about 2 or 3, or maybe even more than that, depending on my busy schedule for sure. But I'm still thrilled on how well the show turned out, and even to this day, it's still one of my greatest accomplishments that I've not only worked on for quite some time, but I still kept up with even to this day for sure. So yeah. I guess if anything, I've had really great fond memories of course, working on that show when I first premiered it, and I'm really excited to see, of course, what other direction I'm going to go, and especially what new episodes I'm going to do later on in the near future. So yeah. The future is definitely bright for WTPU for sure, and I'm really excited to see on where I can go from here for sure. So yeah, if anything, I still think it's actually well worth it to make that show, and yeah, I'm excited to do more of that later on for sure, just to see where to go from here, because yeah, it's actually gonna be well worth it in the end, and I say it's really quite nice to take a look back on how well I've grown this show for sure, and yeah, like I said, I've actually kept that momentum going for, of course, plenty of other videos that I want to get out for sure, and it's still actually well worth it for sure. So yeah, needless to say, I'm still glad to actually make WTPU for what it is, and I'm excited to do more episodes later on in the near future. So yeah, and I guess on that thought, I think I'll definitely end this video here. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have fond memories of course, WTPU, aka What the Pickup, as well as of course pretty much let me know on what your favorite episodes from that said show are. For sure, I would definitely love to know, and that's on top of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites that I have provided if you want to keep up to date with me, with of course the links down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to videos that I got coming up in the near future, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of on my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and yeah, I know I've got a whole lot to actually get out for sure, and yeah, trust me when I say I've got plenty more memories videos like this coming up later on for sure, but I won't say what it is for sure. That's something you're gonna have to wait until then just to find out for sure. But I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.